It is one of today's late kickoffs, kicking off at 8:15 at the Emirates Stadium. It was a must-win game if Arsenal had any hope of reaching the Champions League for next season. And Arsenal were absolutely firing on all cylinders in the first half, having multiple chances on the front foot. We had the ball whipped in by Dani Ceballos, Saka with a bit of trickery at the edge of the box, bamboozling Jonny Evans onto his backside, whipping in a great pass with his opposite foot, which is his right foot, on a plate for Aubameyang to tap in 1-0. That's Aubameyang's 20th goal of the season, and we're looking for 3 points to close the gap within Leicester to 6 points and put the pressure on them. Lacazette had a couple of chances. Schmeichel saved Leicester in the game in the first half, I have to admit, but we should have been up at least 3-0 in the first half. At this level in the Premier League, it will cost you if you fail to take your chances, especially to a team that's third in the Premier League. As the second half proceeded, though, Arsenal were very slow to come off their tracks, and Leicester were, to be honest, all over us. They were really pushing for that goal. It was a must-win also for Leicester if they wanted to cling on to those Champions League places, and they had chances, if I'm being honest with you, in the second half. It was more of a game where Arsenal had to be resilient and show character and discipline, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Lacazette was subbed off by Eddie Nketiah on the 75th minute. He came on the pitch, he didn't have a touch on the ball, but he had a touch of a Leicester player, so as his studs were up, the referee gave him a booking of a yellow card as a result. VAR checked that incident about 100 times. We had the referee in the game going straight to the monitor, check it in one angle, and literally made the decision on the spot. Said, right, we checked it at that angle, it looks the worst, so let me just send him off, thank you very much. And that's exactly how I feel it happened. Poor Nketiah, he didn't mean to challenge him the way he did. Yeah, it looked dangerous, he didn't mean it, he's not that sort of player. In all honesty, he had every right to go for that ball. It was in mid-air. I think the player used his chest to take it away from Nketiah. But at the end of the day, he had every right to go for that ball. Jamie Vardy should have been sent off in the first half, in my opinion. Although it looked accidental, so did Nketiah's. Based on accidental circumstances, if Nketiah is entitled to a sending off because he accidentally committed a serious foul, then that means as a result Vardy should have also been sent off because he accidentally committed a serious foul. VAR is destroying the game. We don't know who is in control. Is it VAR or is it the referees? They're hardly gone and checked the monitor this season, especially since lockdown. And why did they now all of a sudden? There's so much inconsistencies with the VAR, and it needs to be reviewed as soon as possible. Ultimately, the sending off was the most crucial decision in this game. Now, one person I wanted to talk about in this game was Jamie Vardy. Should have been sent off in the first half. His goal was also controversial because Perez was in an offside position before it came to Vardy for him to slot in. The controversy is people don't know whether if Perez touched it or not, but for me it looked like at least he skimmed the ball and it's still a touch from the ball. We need to scrap VAR and bring in Hawkeye. And for anyone who doesn't know what Hawkeye is, they use it in cricket to assess if the batsman has hit the ball from the bat in the finest of margins when the ball is being caught in mid-air. Now, you use Hawkeye for that to assess it. So we need basically Hawkeye to assess whether if Perez touched the ball or not, which is ridiculous now. Anyway, he's already gone and slotted in his 10th goal against us. Why are we letting Vardy constantly score past Arsenal? Do you not think he's going to be a threat every single game? Well, he has done because he's scored past us every time. We might as well just give him the ball and be like, here we go, mate, there's the ball, and go put it in the back of the net, mate. Go do what you always do against us, because that's what you do best. We do it time after time after time again. Guess who's going to score against us against Sunday now? You guessed it. Harry Kane. Surprise, surprise. When are we ever going to learn, hey? Mustafi, he should have been quicker off the lines. He was really slow to that ball, and Vardy just wanted it a bit more. I don't know, man. All I've got to say is we've missed out on the Champions League spot. We had a slim hope of achieving it. It's game over now for Champions League. United are 5 points ahead of us with a game in hand. They're sitting in 5th place. They are most likely going to get that top 4 spot unless Wolves pull something off the bag. Ultimately, we're fighting for Europa League. Whoop-de-doo. I don't want to be watching Thursday night football. I want to be watching Tuesday and Wednesday night football, how we normally would be playing. We have been building momentum. I thought we could have won this game. We deserved the victory here, I think. We should have just finished it off in the first half. If we took our chances, we wouldn't be in this mess in the first place. It is what it is. Leicester are where they are for a reason. They are a consistent top team. They got good players, they have a great manager behind them, and they look like they're going to be getting those top 4 spots if they keep their feet in the ground. This Sunday, over to a match against Tottenham, our rivals. Sunday at 4:30, Tottenham's new stadium. Tottenham are also suffering a season similar to Arsenal, I have to admit. It's not all sailing for both teams at the moment. Let's go in there, let's play for the badge, play for the fans, play for the manager, and just show everyone that we have turned a corner. Let's go in there, let's win the game 2-0 and bury it. We got this, guys, come on! The fact that we dropped 2 points today, that means bye-bye to the Champions League.